Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to make a wooden checkered box. So first of all you want to cut out all your material. So I'm cutting them into 2 centimeter strips and I'm using black butt and red gum. Then you'll want to alternate it like this. And once you've done that, cut a straight edge. I've got a little jig to do this, makes it very easy. Then you'll want to cut opposite way so you get your checkered effect. I'm doing the 2 centimeters as well, so it's nice and square. Then you'll want to lay them out like that, then stand them up on your end grain and spread your glue around. You'll notice I have a bit of scrap at the end of a board clamped down. This is so you can line all the grain, all the checkered up so it's not wonky. And I'm using quick grips for this. I didn't know what went wrong there, but one of the checkered was same color and I tried to put it somewhere but it didn't work. And I didn't put a bit of glue on the end one. This resulted in a problem later on. I'll show you how to fix it, how I fixed it. And I used quick grips, but when I was off camera I put proper clamps on it. Now I'm just flattening it with a planer. Make sure it's nice and flat. Then I put it through the thicknesser so the other side's nice and flat. I noticed the dust collection was not sucking, and I found this in the tube. So make sure all your equipment, this is the picture of all of everything. This is me cutting the top and the sides. This is me dadoing the sides, the front and back, sorry, of a thing. I don't have a dado blade, so it's a long process, but I will. Make sure to always check your depth of everything. Now I'm cleaning it up with chisel. I tried scraping it but nothing didn't really work as quick, so I flipped it over. Learnt that I'm trying to teach myself how to do woodworking, so this is another way of me learning. And double checking everything's nice and flush. Now I'm cutting the base of it. I recommend gluing up the box before you cut the base, but I didn't. Now cutting it to length. I've set up my micro adjustment so it's the right length. Now I'm dry assembling it, make sure it fits okay. Now I'm up to the glue up for the base. I'm using clamps to do this, and the video cuts out before I put them on, but I recommend just gluing them up like that, letting it set. Make sure it's nice and square, but I glued in the base first, but if I do it again I'll do this. So this is a problem because I didn't glue it on, so I glued another piece on like that. While it's drying, I made the box nice and square. Had a bit of a wobble, so I'm planing down the high spots. I'm sorry about this little clip, I know it's a bit dark, but you want to take off very fine shavings at a time. And make sure you go into the box so you don't chip it out. Then to check if it's nice and flat and square, push on either end of corners, make sure there's no wobble in it. Once you've done that, take it to the table saw, drop down the blade low as possible so it still cuts through the material. Now you'll notice I'm using the countersink to put on the hinges. This is to find the center of the hinge hole before I pre-drilled. Then screw the screws in by hand so you don't strip them or break them. And make sure you don't go all the way through, or else you have a nice little hole through your box. Then screw it in by hand. And I have a bit of veneer underneath it, so it puts it out a little bit, so it's not sitting on the actual piece of wood, and it gives it a nice little even space between each, so you have the same space between each hinge, and that's a bit of veneer. Now on to putting on the lid. I found it was easiest to trace around it, then turn it around and slowly pull it up, make sure it doesn't move, and pre-drilling and screwing. I pre-drilled this by hand. Then the two inner screws I countersinked, so I had the center so it doesn't move. Then pre-drilled and screwed. Then I sprayed a couple of, sanded it out, then sprayed it with varnish. Then here's the finished product. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button and the like button, I really appreciate it, and I'll get the next video out as soon as possible. Have a good day.